So my name is Dave Adamson, and I've been an online pastor since 2008. And one of the most difficult things I could be asked to do in the online ministry space is to speak at an event on AI. And the reason it's so difficult is because the landscape of this technology is changing and developing, not just every week, but sometimes every day. So to get started, let me tell you that my goal here is simply to help you all see and understand AI a little differently in a church or ministry context, and to give you some simple, practical tools and ideas to take your use of AI to the next level, no matter what you do in your church or ministry. What I am not going to even attempt to do is to try to give you a rundown of all the tools and options available to you. That's because it changes every day. So instead, I want to discuss an overall approach to using and considering AI in a ministry context. Now, while I bet we're all at different levels of understanding exactly how machine learning works and the importance of AI technology, I'm sure we would all agree with the founder of the YouVersion Bible app and the innovation pastor at Life Church, Bobby Gruenwald, who once said this: "As technologies emerge and create new possibilities, it's important to us that the Bible be at the forefront of innovation." And the good news is that it seems like more Christian leaders than ever before agree with Bobby on this. In fact, Barna research from earlier this year showed that 88% of US pastors are comfortable using AI in areas like graphic design, and 89% of US pastors believe AI will have some impact on relational quality. Now, this is a huge improvement on previous studies which showed that 54% of pastors were concerned about the use of AI in churches. But before we get too deep into some practical guides for you to use at your church or ministry, I want to be clear that after all of my years of being in digital ministry and online church, I've come to the conclusion that the AI church leaders should prioritize most is authentic interaction. Any online technology that your church or ministry is even considering using, whether it's AI, a new social media platform, or advertising your services on the Waze app, should be run through the filter of authentic interaction. Will this new platform help you reach and engage and interact more with the people who live within driving distance of your church building? We have to always remember that technology serves your mission. Your mission does not serve technology. And that's why I believe that authentic interaction is greater than artificial intelligence. If you're not doing this first AI well, you shouldn't even consider this second AI yet. The other thing that's super important is that we need to understand the limitations of AI along with its potential. With so many giant companies expected to spend hundreds of billions of dollars over the next 12 months on AI, it can be easy for us to assume there is no limit to what AI can do. But we need to approach it with the understanding that there are things it can't do. My good friend Kenny Jang from Church Tech Today has told me that when it comes to using AI in your church or ministry, you really need to think of AI as a seminary student intern. And I agree, which is why I believe church leaders will see the benefits of AI when they choose to see it as standing for assistant intern. Now, you wouldn't ask an assistant to develop your organization's new major growth strategy and then roll it out without even checking it, right? And you wouldn't ask an intern to write your Easter message and then go straight to the pulpit on stage and preach the first draft. But you would ask an assistant or intern to help with research or to collect data. So when it comes to artificial intelligence, we need to give AI tools the same level of responsibility and oversight that you'd give an assistant or an intern. And we know that the output we expect from an intern or an assistant is determined by the instructions that we give to them. And it's exactly the same with AI. The level of input we give the large language models we're all using will determine the output they provide. The input you give is so important, in fact, that according to Bloomberg, Forbes, LinkedIn, and Time, one of the most sought after new technology jobs is prompt engineer. Now, prompt engineering is the art of using keywords to get AI tools to generate better images and more accurate and relevant written responses. According to Time magazine, prompt engineers can earn up to $335,000. But today, I want to help you become your church or ministry's prompt engineer for free. Now, to get the most out of your AI requests and become your own prompt engineer, all you need to do is remember the word prompt. Now, the P in prompt stands for professional experience. You need to set the parameters for your AI request. What assistance are you specifically requiring, and what role would you like AI to play in that request? That's why I recommend starting your prompt by requesting a profession you want the platform to be proficient in. When I'm looking for social media assistance, I typically start by outlining the professional experience I am seeking. Now, this may mean I start with something like, you are a social media professional with 10 years experience creating highly engaging social media campaigns for nonprofits. Now, in your context, it may mean something like you are a professor of biblical Hebrew with 20 years experience in full-time ministry as a teaching pastor. Or you may go with you are a child education expert with 30 years professional experience teaching children aged 3 to 5 in a rural setting. You get the idea, right? Now, the R in prompt stands for review understanding. You always need to make sure the platform you're using understands what you're requesting of it. To this end, after each line of a prompt and before I make a specific request, I always ask, do you understand? So if my request starts with, you are a social media professional with 10 years experience creating highly engaging social media campaigns for nonprofits, the next thing I would type is, do you understand? The typical response I get from ChatGPT is, absolutely, I understand. I have a decade of experience crafting compelling social media campaigns specifically tailored for nonprofit organizations. What can I assist you with regarding social media strategies or campaigns? Now, this helps you know that the platform understands what you're specifically asking of it and helps to narrow down the boundaries of the information it will provide. Also, Google's AI team came out this year with data showing that the best prompts are 25 words or less. They recommend splitting up prompts over multiple messages. This is why I always suggest ensuring that the AI platform understands your objective. Asking, do you understand, helps break up the prompt across multiple messages. Now, the O in prompt stands for objective. This is when you outline the objective of your request. What is it you are specifically wanting the AI platform to do for you? Do you need a Bible devotion written? Do you want some age-appropriate activities planned? Do you need a short video script? Providing a short, clear objective helps the platform understand your prompt. Now, in my example, I would say something like, you are a social media professional with 10 years experience creating highly engaging social media campaigns for nonprofits. Do you understand? Then I would say, I need a cross-platform social media campaign comprising 12 posts to promote a night of worship to be held on Friday, April 28. Do you understand? So you can see my objective here is short and clear. It's under 25 words and provides specific details and objectives that I need. You're starting to get the idea, right? Great, let's move on. The M stands for mimic or model. This is when we set a style guide for the prompt. So for example, if I wanted a sermon outline, I might ask AI a prompt like this. I need an outline for a 30-minute sermon about Deuteronomy chapter 5, verses 6 through 9, written in the style of Phil Pringle, Mark Verghese, Christine Kane, and Craig Rochelle. Now, with this in mind, my running example might look something like this. You are a social media professional with 10 years experience creating highly engaging social media campaigns for nonprofits. Do you understand? I need a cross-platform social media campaign comprising 12 posts to promote a night of worship to be held on Friday, April 28th. Do you understand? I need the posts in the campaign to mimic churches like Elevation, Church of the Highlands, and Life Church. Do you understand? Okay, so the second P in prompt stands for primary audience. Including a target audience for your request is important to include so the AI tool can produce the most optimized and relevant response. Now, your target audience could be an age or gender demographic, a specific type of audience, or location-based. So back to my ongoing example, you are a social media professional with 10 years experience creating highly engaging social media campaigns for nonprofits. Do you understand? I need a cross-platform social media campaign comprising 12 posts to promote a night of worship to be held on Friday, April 28. Do you understand? I need the posts in the campaign to mimic churches such as Elevation, Church of the Highlands, and Life Church. Do you understand? And here's the preferred audience part. The posts need to target 18 to 30-year-olds living in Melbourne, Australia. Do you understand? Okay, so now onto the final letter of the word prompt, which is T, which stands for task parameters. This is where you outline what the boundaries of the task need to be. Do you need 12 social media posts, a 300-word blog, or an outline for a 25-minute sermon? These task parameters ensure you get the AI tool to generate better images and more accurate and relevant written responses. So with all of these levels included, my example prompt would look something like this. You are a social media professional with 10 years experience creating highly engaging social media campaigns for nonprofits. Do you understand? Next, it would be, I need a cross-platform social media campaign comprising 12 posts to promote a night of worship to be held on Friday, April 28. Do you understand? Next, I need the posts in the campaign to mimic churches like Elevation, Church of the Highlands, and Life Church. Do you understand? The posts need to target 18 to 30-year-olds living in Melbourne, Australia. Do you understand? And here's the final section of the prompt. I need the posts to work across multiple platform character lengths, to include at least one emoji in each, and to have a call to action or question at the end of every post to attract engagement. Do not use any hashtags or formal or insider language. Do you understand? Now, a long quality prompt like this, separated into smaller sections with clear parameters that are roughly 25 words in length, is the best way to get quality outputs from an AI platform. So to summarize, the way you can become your church or ministry's prompt engineer is to remember the word prompt, which stands for professional experience, review understanding, objective, mimic or model, primary audience, task parameters. So there you are. You just became the prompt engineer at your church or ministry. I hope this session was helpful, and I can't wait to see you soon.